Hello and welcome to another episode of GDL GDL Israel. Today we're going to speak about Node.js and Chrome and how you could leverage the powerful dev tools that we have today in Chrome and Chromium in order to debug Node.js applications. Now it's true that you could debug your Node.js with WebStorm, and there are some other options out there, but I really like to focus on Chrome and the open source project Chromium, because not only it's giving you the ability to do it without any money, which is nice, it's actually a quite efficient way to get insight of what your application is doing and be more productive when you are building larger and larger applications. So without further ado, let me just share my screen with you, and we'll do it quite quickly today. So we'll start, and actually I'll put all those links in the show footnotes. It's a blog post that I wrote and published it yesterday, and basically we see that today, and I see it more and more in Node, you're starting with a small script, and then quite quickly you're getting to a larger app that you want to get insight and see how productively you could fix things and understand what is going behind the scenes. When we are going to use it today, we're going basically to get what Blink is giving us, so the dev tools that are sitting inside it. And you'll see that they are quite similar to the dev tools that we're getting in Chrome itself. So if I'm open them quite quickly, as you saw here, we're getting quite a lot of tabs over here at the top. In our case, when we're going to debug Node.js, we'll only get the source tab and the console one. And I'll show you in a minute what does it mean. So the first step, and let me just make it even larger. So the first step in order to install it is, of course, first and foremost to install Node. And after you're installing Node, you'll just run this command of installing the Node inspector, which is a model. Luckily for us, NPM, the ability to manage modules inside Node, is already coming when you're installing Node. So if we'll just come here and make this one a bit bigger, yes. What you could see here is that I'm just going to install it, and you could see here that it quite quickly will let me know that, yep, I already have it. Yeah, I need just to do it with a sudo, and since I already have it, again, and hopefully this time it will run without any problem. Yeah, of course, I wrote it with a mistake. Let's take it again, hopefully this time without any mistakes. And hopefully when you're typing it without mistakes, like what I did, it will run fluently and much quickly. After we're installing this module and we have the ability, we'll need basically just to attach it to the script that we are going to work on. So here it's just fetching a bunch of other stuff, and in the end of the day, we just have this ability. Now, if we'll go and, let's say, run a specific Node script, like in this case, it's a Monte Carlo simulation that I showed you actually 4 weeks ago. And again, I'll put a link to it. So if you want to see how to run Monte Carlo simulations inside Node.js, you'll be able to do so. Actually, in that episode, in the last episode, we did it inside Google Cloud, basically Compute Engine, and it's a quite powerful tool to run Node.js applications. Here, the only main difference, as you could see, is just putting this --debug break, so our script will just stop at the first line. And when I'm doing it, I'm getting now the response of, okay, the debugger now is listening on port 5858. Here, you could see, yeah, that I already started the node inspector, so I'm getting the ability to just go and from just copy this location and just another Chrome tab. We could pass it, just refresh the page. And now what's happening behind the scene is that it's connecting to our script, and when we'll just let it run, right now it's detached, but if I'll try it again, yeah, it's not working. Let's try again. Yeah, we're running it, and now let's try to call it. We just didn't have the running script in the background. But now that we do have it, if we'll just run, you could see immediately that it's going, it's connecting to it, and I have it in a with a breakpoint at the beginning. What I could do is going and do much more interesting stuff, is just going to my code, and let's say that I'm putting a breakpoint at the beginning, and now I'm just running to this breakpoint. Some powerful things could be achieved here. So first, I just could inspect what's going on with each and every variable, and as you can see here, it's undefined, but after I'm passing it, I see exactly what is the variable that I got here. That's quite trivial. I can do more sophisticated stuff, as you all know, just setting another breakpoint and running to it quite quickly. Then, of course, I could dive into the function itself, run scenario blending. But if I just want to see what's going on after the function has returned, I could now go to the expression itself, see that it's containing some interesting values. I could do local modification. I could add it to the watch. And as you could see here, now I have it permanently. So I could do some nice things. See exactly what's going on here. I could also, of course, click escape and getting the console here. And in the console, all the great benefits that you already have and know, like doing nice things, like autocompletes on all the variables that you have in your scripts, and then diving into a certain objects to see what's going on there, and lots of other things, of course. You have the call stack, so you could see exactly what's going on and how the application path in terms of the function calls went, and the scope, of course, of the variables, what's going on in each and every one of them, and, of course, breakpoints. So if you want to see where you set the breakpoints, in our case, it was at the beginning of the script and then a bit later on, and lots of other possibilities. Of course, when you are just releasing the lock of the breakpoint, you could see here in this window that the script will continue to run, and let me try to do just that. So of course, since we are breaking point inside a function that it's inside a loop, it will continue to do so. But now that I removed it, and I could remove this one as well, I could just run it. And as you can see here, quite nicely, it's all run in the background. We actually ran 10,000 trials and got the response in quite quickly. Actually, it took us this amount of time because we showed how to do things. But if we run it without breaking, just let me show you the powerful node in terms of performance, how quickly it's doing things. So we got 10,000 trials in 357 milliseconds, which is quite nice. So that's basically what we got. The Node Inspector is giving you the powerful DevTools under your arm when you're going and want to check and verify and debug your scripts. Hopefully in the near future we'll have here other tabs like the profiler, the audit, and more and more. And all the links for how to do it and what are the steps, as you can see here, will be published in the show footnotes, so feel free to just go and try it on yourselves. If you want to have questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me on Greenido at Twitter or Greenido in G+. So until next time, thank you very much, and be strong. Thank you. Bye-bye.